Bing, bang, and boom. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We got Immortal Chaos over here. Should I close the queue? Yeah, go ahead and close it. That is good. Okay, so guys, we got D4, everybody. Now, to make this educational, I'm actually not going to play the cow right now. I'm not going to play the cow right now, okay? Okay, my opponent said got stream muted. Look at how kind. So C4, my opponent is playing right now a very nice, you know, Queen's Gambit, which is pretty great. So we got a really nice little Queen's Gambit going on here. Bishop G5, this is all very standard stuff. Is it for subs? You can also play if you're a viewer and you have 75,000 channel points, but actually, we just closed the queue, so yeah. But, you know, I need all your support, so please stay here and support me, and you will learn something as well, I promise. Okay, so now my opponent did a really bad move, which is that they took my knight here. And I'm not going to say it's, like, terrible, but, you know, the bishop here is, it's not a bad move for being 600, you know? But the bishop here is one of those pieces that is kind of being annoying for my knight raid because they're pinning my knight. And so just simply giving it away for absolutely nothing is not really something you want to do because you're getting rid of the bishop here. But it's really not that bad for this level, but I wouldn't recommend you to do it. So here we go. So E4, okay. This is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to capture this pawn now. And the idea of this is just going to be that after knight takes, which is the only move that I see, I'm going to go bishop check. And I'm going to try to force this knight to come back. And then after this, I'm going to castle, and now my rook is going to come in, and now I'm going to have a completely equal position. Guys, this is an awesome position. This is really, really, really awesome. So look at this. Now, use the cow in the chess kid. Guys, wait. Do you think I should use the cow? Do you think that the kids will laugh at me? What will the kids' parents say? Guys, what will the kids' parents say if I do it? The kids' parents. The kids' parents will hate me, you know? Okay, maybe I'll do it in one of the games. But, alright, so A3, now my bishop is getting kicked away, and I am simply going to, I could retreat here. I could do that. I could also just take there. In fact, I'm just going to take here just to destroy the pawn structure, and then we're going to bring in the bishop. Okay, we're going to go right over there. Guys, can I play the cow opening against kids? Like, you know? I mean, I feel like, you know, honestly, the kids probably don't even look up to me because they're better than me at chess. So, you know what? Maybe you guys are right. The kids don't even look up to me. Maybe this is the right moment to do it. You know, if it was someone that actually looked up to me, then I wouldn't want to do it. But these kids, they don't even care. Like, they don't look up to me. Maybe this is a great idea, people. You guys are maybe right. So rook here, we're now going to find a good spot for the knight. I'm going to go knight here, and then we're going to place a knight on a fantastic square, which is this. I'm excited. Okay, we will try, guys. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe it's a fantastic idea to go for the cow. Maybe I should. Just get into their heads. Yeah, maybe that will get into their heads. All right, everybody. So pawn push, and we're going to get this rook right over here. Why is my rook over there? Because this rook is looking towards this D4 square a lot, or D4 pawn. So I really want to take this pawn. And I'm threatening right now to go for a takes, and then takes. So I'm right now threatening to take this pawn, and after going C3, this pawn is actually really weak because my opponent cannot push to D5. So this is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. We should get some predictions going. I agree. We need a little bit of channel point, you know, channel point prediction. We need a little bit of that. We need to distribute our points around everybody here. So mods, let's get a fun prediction. Okay, so my opponent's playing pretty well for 600, you know? I'm actually pretty proud of my opponent. Like, Immortal Chaos is playing pretty well for being 600 rated. So probably the moment that I say... Wait a second. Okay, so actually this move is not terrible, but actually this move is not really terrible. I thought for 1 second it was going to be terrible, but the thing is here that my opponent is going knight here, probably without realizing that at some point I may be able to take this knight and have this queen fall, you know? Like this queen right here, guys, is on the same file as my rook, and my opponent is really not realizing that I can take this at some point. So I'm going to start by capturing here. I think that's important. We're going to start with doing that. And okay, I actually can do some really, really, really fun things. Not yet, maybe, but soon. But actually, maybe this is totally fine now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe this is fine. So... oh, now it's not fine. Yeah, so now Wait, or is it? Wait, is my opponent doing really... You know what? I'm scared. Guys, I am scared. I think I need to go h6 to make sure that I don't get back ranked. I just realized. Guys, I am literally like slightly scared. Like, my opponent... Is my opponent a genius? Is my opponent the best 600 in the whole world? Wait, guys, I'm having a realization. My opponent is one of the better 600 rated people I've seen. This is actually pretty good. This is a genius. Okay, so, you know, it's time now to really just say, hey, let me show you who the boss is. And now I'm going to go ahead and go c5. Now, why am I going c5? Because this pawn right here is the pawn that's defending this knight. And so this knight is right now being threatened by 2 pieces. If this pawn would take over there, then I could take, and take here. And it's time to show my opponent who the boss is. So I'm going to go ahead and just simply take away the defense of this knight. I want to try to do that. So yeah, awesome. Let's see how this goes. Honestly, I think we got one of the strongest, you know, chess communities around here. Now, my opponent, I'm realizing one thing, and is that they're kind of struggling with seeing a little bit of the pins. That's the only thing that I'm realizing. So right now I have this move, knight takes c4. If queen takes, I can take. And if knight takes, I can take the queen. So I think my opponent kind of missed this whole situation, but it's not really that terrible, you know? I think that's pretty good. So takes. Probably that'll be this. I'll go b6. I mean, this is really not that bad, actually, what my opponent is doing. But we're going to see where this queen goes. Okay, now my opponent is giving up another pawn, which is really fortunate for me. And now, everybody, my opponent missed. But after this, I can actually take the rook and checkmate. My opponent forgot about the back rank. And just like this, we beat Immortal Chaos, everybody. Just like that, everybody. So, people, this was actually a great game, Immortal Chaos. I mean, let me be completely honest. Did you play better than 600? Yes, sir, you did. You know, if you guys have any tips for Immortal Chaos, I mean, we can all be teachers here together. I think Immortal Chaos played a really good game until they just fell for a few tactics, and they weren't really able in the very tactical positions to, you know, keep hold of all the pawns. But it was actually a really, 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 really nice game.